Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome to Coaching Think Talk. I am Coach Cherry Minas from Life Coach Philippines, and this is Coaching for Leapformation. This coaching conversation is for individuals who are looking for the meaning of their lives, for the purpose of their lives, because they do not want where they are now. They attend a lot of seminars, they go to learning events, but they won't implement. They would try, but then they would sabotage along the way to their own success. I want to help these people to have a space where they can realize their potential, where they can believe, um, where they can believe that they can because they have done it before. So if you are that person, come in. I invite you to listen and to comment in the comment down below and let's have a conversation. So, thank you for joining me live today. And please leave your digital footprints by letting us know where you are coming from today. And maybe tell us the weather where you are now. Please do tag a friend and circulate this video to help us reach more individuals who might be in need of what I'll be sharing for this session. You may also give some shout outs to people you want to greet and reach out with some inspiring message. Maybe someone out there is waiting for you to reach out to them, especially now that a lot of us are working from home and we are in ECQ, MECQ, and GCQ, and other Qs where we are living now, especially here in the Philippines. So there, inspire someone today. Remember someone today. So tag them in the chat box below. And if you are watching this on a replay, please do comment hashtag replay. I am streaming via FB page of Life Coach Philippines and YouTube channel Coach A I dash Connect. If you are not new to our platform, please like, follow, and subscribe. So, hello everyone. Hello, hello. And if you have greet the other greet our fellow learners in the digital space. So where I am now in La Trinidad, it's raining. So a lot of us are inside, and because of the we are on GCQ now. Yeah, not most are really are really likely to go out, and because of the weather that is a rainy weather, it's a rainy season. So actually, where I live now, it has been 3 weeks that it had been raining, and it was just yesterday that for 3 hours the sun was out. So there, but still, the rain is pouring. So yes, hello, hello for all those who are near me, who are living near me. Hello to all our fellow Filipinos watching from the Philippines, and for all the others who are watching wherever they are in the globe. So again, our title for today is Life's Interference Canceling Each Other Out. So stay with me. Why is it that our topic is this? And what are think of your life's interference? So what are the things that happened in your life that interfered with your plan? Who are the people who came into your life that interfered with what you want? Or who did you lose along the way and interfered with your plans in life? So that will be our topic for today. And before we continue talking about this topic, I will be introducing a little bit about myself. So I am Coach Cher Minas. I am a certified life coach with co-actively co-create life coach certification program of Master Coach A, and I'm affiliated with Life Coach Philippines, where you are watching this from. I also graduated from St. Louis University. So hello to all the Louisians out there. I'm a graduate of chemical engineering. So I worked as a technical engineer during my first year of going into the job. I mean, after graduation. So that was my first job. I was supporting sales with their selling. So I'm the support for the sales. But now I shifted into sales and now I'm the one selling, but I'm in another industry compared to where I started. So I'm actually a technical sales executive for almost 8 years now with local company, a Filipino-owned company that distributes laboratory equipment, mostly to industrial clients. And what we have are all the things that we distribute are from abroad, actually. So there, I'm also a travel bag. I love to travel. And my picture there is actually in Perth in 2017. So I am also a master builder apprentice of Master Coach Ace MBA program or Master Builder Apprenticeship program. And I and all the other 12, we are 13 now, who are continuing with our OJT. So we're done with the 4 months program and now we are on our second month of our OJT. It's almost done, but yeah, that's why you see us. And what does it mean to be an MBA or a Master Builder Apprentice? That means I am a tribe builder and I am building a tribe and I put it into Facebook. I build a Facebook group so that we can gather. So if you feel that you belong to my tribe, this is where we gather. And the name of my Facebook group where I gather my tribe is the Delta FX community. So Delta, as you know, Delta is also used in a lot of scientific names because it's a Greek. You know that it's a Greek letter, one of the Greek letter, and yeah, it's actually also a variant of the virus that we have here, and that is why we have our ECQ today. So Delta actually is, since I love science, delta is used in equations. So first, in chemistry equations, when you see delta or the triangle symbol, that means change or transformation. That means there's heat. So there's change because you have released heat, or there will be change, there will be transformation if you introduce delta or heat into the equation. And in physics, in the equation, delta means change. So if you see delta or the triangle before the capital T, that means change in temperature. So for example, I was driving from Metro Manila, let's say from Valenzuela to Baguio, there's a change in temperature, especially now that it's colder here. So there's a change in temperature. For example, the temperature in Valenzuela is 30 degrees, and I come out to Baguio and the temperature is 20 degrees. So the delta, the change in temperature would be 10. So you got it. That's correct. That's right. And also, inside my community, inside the Delta FX community, I have this idea. I have this $1 million idea that it's going to be a center. It's like Xavier School if you watch X-Men. This one, if you watch X-Men, where people go because they don't know how to use their superpowers. They know they have the ability, they know they got superpowers, they know they can contribute something into the society, but why is it that they cannot? What is stopping them? And if you are that one person, I'm inviting you to join me inside the Delta FX community, because inside the community, we'll be learning through coaching, you'll be learning with me how to unleash that superpower and how to put it into good use. Because maybe you're using your superpowers, but you're not using it where you are happy. Because a lot of us, we work, we do things that we do not like. It's because maybe it's giving us money for the meantime. But yeah, it's not actually giving us joy, it's not actually giving us happiness, but we're still saying there. And if you are that one person, come in, join me inside the Delta FX community, and together we'll build a community of people who got that superpower so that you will unleash your superpower and you when you get out into the world, you will be able to build your own tribe, your own community, and yeah, you're going to help them as you were helped as well. So that's what we are doing here. And that is the essence of tribe building. One of the essence of tribe building, if I may say. Okay. So since you are here, I don't want you to actually um waste your time. I know your time is precious. Please remember and please take note of that your time is precious. I don't want you to be you don't want to be just scrolling your Facebook and going from here to there and thinking that you're getting a lot. So I invite you to stay here at the end of this presentation so that you'll be able to be focused and get what you really need and what I can share for this afternoon. So I urge you and I invite you to get what you can learn from this presentation and share it in your social media to bless other people as well. So yes, again, that is the essence of a tribe. You bless other people with a hashtag pack my bag moment and hashtag coaching think talk. And of course, our community, hashtag the Delta FX. So there is your Wonder Woman bag. Okay, so who resonates with the Wonder Woman? Tell me in the chat box below. So yes, I'm back. So let's talk about interference. So as you know, in the past, we have been, for almost 2 months now, we have been using um, science terms, mostly physics, to actually note what we can learn from here. Because I see a lot of people who go into school and they say that hindi ko naman 'to magagamit. It's a waste of time, learning these subjects. And yeah, it can be true, but what if you've gone through that training, if you've gone through that subject? Sayang naman pag hindi natin nagamit. So let's use those things that you have learned from school. And maybe these topics will let you remember some fun memories, and I'm sorry if it's going to be a bad memory. I hope now you can actually convert it into something good. Okay, so today we're going to talk about interference, and first we talk about wave interference. So wave, that means sound waves or other types of waves, but for today, I mean, we're going to talk about sound waves. Okay, so what is wave interference? So, wave interference, according to Google, is the phenomenon that occurs when two waves meet while traveling along the same medium to form a resultant wave of greater, lower, or the same amplitude. So, the same medium, meaning if it travels on air, then it's the same medium. Both the waves are using the air as their medium. If it's traveling through water, then both waves are traveling through water. It should be the same medium. Okay, so that is wave interference. Okay, more of that. Let's define it more. So if you are connecting to this, if you are in uh, if you love physics and you're learning about sounds, yung mga decibel, then you can connect with this one. So I believe if you are into ECE or napakapagtapos ka ng ECE, you've also talked about these kinds of waves because these are your thing. So yeah. Hello to all my classmates, mga ECE classmates ko dyan. So madami sila. Sila yung pinakamadami sa engineering dati. So yun. So there are two types of interference actually, of wave interference. Number one is constructive interference. Ano naman yung constructive interference? So tingnan natin yung picture on your right side. So meron dito, sabi niya wave X, which is your first wave. Then we have the second wave, which is your wave Y. Pag nag-meet sila, pag pinag-add mo sila, it will be equal to a bigger wave. Constructive siya. Why is it constructive? Constructive because the wave interference, their crest meet the other wave's crest. So, and so yon yung crest pag nagmi-meet yung both crest at saka trough. So yung crest yung mataas, yung bundok, yung parang tuktok nung wave. So if pag nagpareha sila nung isa, nagta-travel, then magjo-join sila, it will become a bigger wave. So from crest to crest, magmi-meet sila, and that will become a constructive interference. Meaning may na-construct, may bago that is bigger. So that's it. That is what what we call constructive interference. So we have here an example. So this one. So ang sinasabi dito, if we have two speakers that are together, so at a certain, pag pinagtapat mo sila at a certain distance, they will actually, same na sound yung lumalabas, same na may sound, rather, yung speakers. At a certain point, sa distance nila, magmi-meet yung crest to crest, trough to trough, and makaka-create siya ng bigger, makakonstruct ng bigger interference. So, yun yung constructive interference. How about the other one? We actually have a destructive interference. So if you look at the picture here, we have dito kanina we describe it as X and Y, dito naman A and B. So for our pink wave through time will travel. And meron tayong second wave, which is the blue one. Magka-cancel out sila. So, anong nangyari dito? So, ibig sabihin, so kung tingnan niyo sa picture, so, ibig sabihin, yung isa tingnan mo, yung isa, may nag-crash siya, pero sa baba, trough. So, yung crest, yung pataas, at saka yung pababa, nag-meet sila. So, magka-cancel out sila. Kaya yun yung tinatawag na destructive interference. So, if you're listening to, sa mga magagaling sa sounds, yung mga may beats, yung mga gumagawa ng ganun, alam nila to, napapansin nila na may hindi pantay. Lalo kapag meron kang two sounds na pinagsasama or beats na pinagsasama. So, mapapansin mo siya. Doon nangyayari yung mga cancellation of waves and construction of waves. So, there. Again, let's define destructive. So, ang destructive interference, meaning yung crest at saka yung trough yung pababa, yung crest yung mataas na part ng wave, yung crest at saka yung trough nag-meet, o kaya yung trough at saka yung crest ng isang wave nag-meet, they cancel out, and that's what we call destructive interference. So there, if you are connecting with this, pag maalam ka dito, share it with us in the comments down below. So, para makakonect din yung iba. Malay mo may isang nanonood dito na like you who is into this, into waves, especially sound waves. So, yan. Okay, so example na ito. So, if you have two speakers, pag pinaglayo mo sila, so at a certain distance, magkakaroon ng cancellation. Kasi mag-iiba na yung wave. So, you know that wave, di ba yung sound waves, nagta-travel siya through a medium. So, for example, nagta-travel siya sa air. Pwede siyang mag-travel sa air into a medium. So, at a certain distance, magkakaroon ng cancellation. Kasi hindi na sa pantay yung crest at saka trough at saka crest nila. So, yung at a certain point in time, at a certain distance, location, magkakaroon na ng cancellation of the two sound waves. So there is your destructive interference. So yun lang naman katuwaan. So now, para matandaan mo kung ano yung pinag-usapan natin. So interference, may dalawang ulit na type. We have the constructive interference, peak to peak. So again, peak and peak, nag-join, crest and crest, nag-join. So, or trough and trough, nag-join. So, may greater wave ka na. Di ba, mas malaki siya kasi nag-join. So, yung destructive interference, peak and trough. So, crest and trough, nag-join. So, nagkaroon ng cancellation. Okay, they cancel each other out. So now, let's talk about life's interference. As you know, I'm a life coach and I always talk about life. So first, let's define interference. So this definition I got from Cambridge Dictionary. So according to Cambridge Dictionary, interference is if something or someone interferes with a situation or a process, it spoils it or prevents its progress. So just last year, 2020, a lot of us, we had live interference. So you all know what that is, and that is, of course, this pandemic, COVID-19, na still now we are experiencing and nagkakaroon nga ng mga variants, di ba? So isa na nga ngayon yung pangalan ng ating community, ang pangalan ng ating tribe, which is Delta. And the other one na sabi nila mas resistant is yung Lambda. Okay, so um, that is your that is your interference. So ito yung kinukuha nating definition niya ngayon. So ano yung mga nangyari sa buhay mo na nag-interfere sa plan mo? Na in-spoil niya yung mga plan mo. So I know a lot of my friends who also love to travel na spoil yung travel plans nila. A lot of them have canceled their trips, rebook, tapos na-rebook hanggang sa kailan kaya matutuloy. So I don't even know, I cannot know, but what I can tell you is you have to prepare yourself mentally so that whatever happens, you will be resilient. Kaya mo siya. So, and that is what we are doing here in our tribe. Yung tribe na, yung bigger tribe kung saan ako kasali, that is Life Coach Philippines. Coach a coaching community. So, yon. So, if you want to be more resilient in life, join us in this community. Punta kayo ng Coach a coaching community, join us there. And also here sa Life Coach Philippines Facebook page, like our post, and manood kayo ng mga ganitong talks. So, I have other every day, 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and then 4 p.m. merong talk. So, mga different kami, iba-iba kami ng topic. So, if you're here, if you're free, and halimbawa nakapila ka sa bank or nakapila ka somewhere sa bus or sa jeep, and you're doing nothing, just come in and learn. Okay, so marami ding mga posts dito sa page and dun sa Facebook page na Coach a Coaching Community. And also, I'm inviting you to our community sa the Delta FX community at marami kayong matututunan. And I'm inviting you as well to actually speak your thoughts. Pwede ka ring mag-post. And of course, dapat sundin natin yung rules. Kasi, yun nga, may may-ari nung page, may may-ari nung community, so meron siyang rules. So, yun. Okay, so let's continue. So, how do we actually survive interference? So, kanina nga nabanggit ko na this pandemic is an interference. What are other kinds of interference? So, pandemic, I know I know a friend that ang dami niyang interference this past months. So, yun nga, nagkaroon ng COVID, and then so work, bumaba yung sales, and then she lost someone dear to her mom, because of COVID. And now, may sakit pa rin yung father niya. So, that's big interference. So, define that. Will that be a destructive interference or a constructive interference? So, depende kung paano mo siya tinitignan. But that is an interference. So, how about you? What are the interference in your life? And how are you dealing with it? So, meron ka bang tips on how we can survive this interference that is happening in our lives? And we thought that we will be okay this 2020. I even said that I believe June 2021 we're back to normal. I mean, back to normal, I mean we don't wear mask and we can travel freely. Or maybe we can wear mask, but at least we can travel freely. But you know that we're on ECQ now. If you're in Metro Manila, in some parts, some cities in the Philippines, then you are on ECQ. And I also heard from news that like numbers of COVID cases like in Japan rose, so things like that. So yeah, those are life's interference. And how are you dealing with that? Like we're so okay for if you have been living for 30 years, like me, I'm 32, going to 33. Wow, that's a good number. 33. I'm 32, going to 33. This is the only time that I've experienced this kind of pandemic. Or like, yeah, the pandemic, like we had SARS before. Actually, COVID is also a kind of SARS, but yeah, we have that SARS before. We have meningococcemia, if I remember it right, because I believe that we were affected before in here in Baguio City. And what's that other virus from Ebola? Ebola. So we have those viruses, but we were not having ECQ or other kinds of Qs, right? We only have we survived, but how about now? Like OMG, we were not prepared. We were not prepared in school. We were not prepared by our parents. We were not prepared in at work. We were not prepared. We did not prepare for this one. But how are we going to cope for this, even if we have not prepared for it? And that's again what we do as life coaches. That's what we do here in Life Coach Philippines. So come back, come back. You always come back and learn. We're pushing for mental fitness. So si Master Coach, yun talagang ano niya, live life beautifully for mental fitness. So mental preparedness and that sa amin, sa aming coaches who are in the tribe, we've also seen how important it is to be mentally prepared for whatever is going to happen in our lives. Because yes, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So these are your interference. Yung pinakamalaki nga is your COVID-19. So face mask required. You cannot enter without face mask. And in malls, you cannot enter without the face shield. So also, you all know that we just yesterday was the final day of the Olympics that happened in Japan, and it's supposed to happen last year, but it wasn't. It did not happen last year. It happened this year. So there. How about you know moving moving from an old house to another house? How about losing someone? I know a lot of people are losing someone today, not just because of death, but they're losing hope. They're losing, connections with their friends and all that. They're losing sales, like me, where I'm working now. I told you that I am in sales. We're losing sales because of this pandemic. Everybody's cutting down something in their expenditure. So some of the products that they are buying from me, of my client, it was cut down. So I'm losing sales as well. I'm losing a lot of things. So there, how about you? What are the interference that happen in your life? Or maybe you can mention there something big, a big interference in your life. So for me, from my memory, of course, this COVID-19, this pandemic is my interference, big interference in my life. Okay? So there, how do you cope with those life interference? Those lives interference? Number one, I could because I want to help you, I would like to give you some tips. And if you want to do this with a friend, if you want accountability partner, connect with me. Okay, don't be shy. So number one would be practice self-care. So you can actually find a lot of things about self-care in the internet. Like this one I found in the internet, like 5 minute self-care. If you're so busy in life, still busy at work, working from home, and you have kids around, and you have a lot of other roles in the society, then practice this 5 minute self-care. And again, we can talk, we can have a conversation and set a self-care routine for you. So number one would be for me, practice self-care. So for me, what I do is yes, I journal and then I have my devotion time. I pray. So those mainly are the two things that should not be um, should be in my routine every day. So and of course, you're drinking water and all that. What I wanted to add in my self-care is exercise. So, yun pa yung hindi ko nagagawa. But yeah, these are the things that you can do. Have practice self-care. What can you do? So, write it in there in the chat box below. What can you do as your self-care routine for this time with this interference in your life, with this COVID-19? What can you do? Or if you've been doing something before, what can you add? Or if you have something, a self-care routine that is so effective, then share it in the comments below. Someone out there may want to know what you're doing, and they may try, or you can connect with them to start a conversation, and really maybe you can find an accountability partner through that. So yeah, next would be check your thought pattern. So check your thoughts. What is happening in your mind? Like this one. Do you have, is your thought necessary when something happened? Or like this one. For example, you are like me who is losing sales. Um, your thoughts now, is that even necessary or not? Is it a waste of thought? Do you have negative thoughts? And how do you know if you are having these thoughts if you don't write them? So yeah, check your thoughts by writing them. A lot of times people ask me this and that, and I would actually encourage them to write. Like, write what's in your mind. Because if you just say it, you don't actually see it as as compared to if you write it, you're like, that one is a waste thought. That one is a necessary thought. I'm going to keep this one and I'm going to think of this one. This one, unnecessary. This one is a waste. Waste of my time, waste of my energy. Because yes, if you're thinking, you're using energy. What are the negative thoughts that you have? I can't, parang hindi ko kaya, blah, 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 and things like that. Do you have positive thoughts? Do you have positive thoughts that you can use to actually, rise up, to actually bring your spirits up? What are your thoughts? Because again, according to study, we have like 50,000 to 60,000 thoughts in our head, and a lot of it are repeated thoughts from yesterday, from the other day, from the day before yesterday. So you're just, we're just recycling thoughts. And if we're just recycling thoughts, then it doesn't make sense. We have a different, we want, if you want to improve now, you don't recycle your thoughts. You have to put that thought into a paper and then see what you can do and classify it if it's a necessary thought or if it's a waste thought. That's what you can do. And again, if you want help with this, you know what to do. Connect with me and join the Delta FX community. And according to this from freshpathme.com blog, the ability to identify when our minds are engaged in unhelpful thinking patterns can provide the key to unlocking the door to thought traps. Because sometimes we are trapped in our thought. So I was talking to someone um, yeah, the other day, and he was saying that pag naisip ko kasi yon, ganun, tapos parang hindi ko na kaya, then nagkakaroon ako ng anxiety, tapos nahilo na ako, tapos ganun na. And I told him to write his thoughts. Because sometimes, pag ikaw yung nandun sa problema, ikaw yung iniisip na problema siya eh. Tapos isip ka ng isip, hindi ka nakaalis doon. You're trapped. You're trapped in your thoughts. Sabi nga niya, dapat ako kaya kong i-control ito kasi thought ko to eh. Yun, tama naman siya. Pero bakit hindi nga? Kasi nga hindi siya napoproseso, ikaw lang nag-process ng thoughts mo. And that is why I invite you to actually write your thoughts on paper. Write your thoughts on paper. Okay. So next, be present. Be in the now. So look at this picture, this image. You have your past, you have your present, which is now, and you have your future. Yes, of course. And a lot of times we're trapped in our thoughts before. in the past or our thoughts of what's going to happen tomorrow. Hindi pa nangyari pero nag-worry na tayo. Nangyari na hindi na natin pwedeng ibalik pero nandun pa rin yung isip natin. So it's not going to help us. According to Wayne Dyer, so yeah, present moment living is, when you think about it, there really is no other moment you can live. Now is all there is. Sobrang totoo, di ba? Wala ka naman talaga magagawa. Because I have that before. I was like you before, sobrang trapped ako sa past, and then na thoughts like, sana hindi ko yung ginawa, sana ganito yung ginawa ko para mas malaki pa yung benta ko or something like that. Or ano kayang gagawin ko? Naku, paano hindi pa nga nangyayari? Paano pag hindi siya yes? Paano pag nagsalita ako tapos walang nawawas sa bibig ko? Paano pag I speak there and nobody listens? So public speaking, di ba? So I do that as well because I'm a human, and yeah, mostly kung paano yung upbringing mo, same lang tayo. Kasi yung society of our parents, almost the same. So, ganun tayo pinalaki, and ganun din tayo mag-isip. So, we're so trapped from our past, or we're so trapped in our thoughts now, and we're thinking about the future. Pero nasan yung present? If you think of it, if you're not ever present, hindi mo man lang ma-enjoy yung present. Kasi kapag, halimbawa, nandito ka, nag-worry ka sa past, syempre, yung ngayon mo, magiging past yan. So, nagsisi ka na naman. Naku, sana ganito, ganyan. Di ba? So, hindi ka na talagang tumira sa present mo. Tapos, kapag masyado ka naman nag-iisip sa future, hindi mo man lang na-enjoy yung present. So, I also have to learn to do that. And I tell you, it's not overnight. Hindi mo pwedeng madaliin yung sarili mo, kaya kailangan talaga ng patience sa sarili. Pero, huwag kang bibitaw. Hawak kamay, hahawak ka dun sa gusto mo mangyari sa buhay mo, huwag kang bibitaw. And it will be done. As long as you have that perseverance, mangyayari siya. So, yan. Again, if you want help, you know who to call. Marami kaming life coaches dito. Connect with me. Join my community, the Delta FX community. Okay, next, number 4 would be list and work your priorities. Yes, especially now that yun nga, nagulo yung plan. A lot of us naging work from home. Yung gusto mong dating lipatang trabaho, hindi na sila open kasi cost cutting na sila. Yung gusto mong puntahan lugar, hindi na pwedeng puntahan as of now. So ngayon, nagulo na yung schedule mo, yung priority mo. Gusto mo mag-aral somewhere, let's say, you wanted to go to Canada, to Germany, to Japan, to have your MS or your master's or your PhD. Tapos, for some reason, hindi ka makapunta dahil may sakit kang kamag-anak na kailangan mong alagaan, and a lot of things that is happening. And alam mo yung dati may mga pangarap ka naman naka-priority, pero nagulo siya because of this life interference na, which is the pandemic. Ano na yung gagawin mo? So, minsan I also found myself like that. Like, para akong nakalutang. Where do I go now? I lost my footing. Like, oh no, I cannot, nothing is under my control. And actually, if you think about it, a lot of the things in your life is out of your control. So, ikaw lang yung pwede mong i-control. But anyway, if you're in that position now, na, okay, whatever, so ganun, di ba? Pero kailangan pa rin maging prepared kasi you don't know what to happen. How much are you going to prepare your mental health? How much are you going to prepare financially and other things that you're going to do? How much are you going to cope, to prepare to cope with what is happening, with all the changes that is happening, with all the interference that is happening in your life? So list those things down. Mag-ano ka, parang goal revamp, maybe, or just sit down and see what you have now and what else you can do. So, like for me, still have my dreams of like traveling, of migrating, pero nandito siya. Hindi, I do not lose sight of that. But then, since I have this now, like us coming into La Trinidad is not planned ever. Like wala siya sa plan, pero mas ginusto namin tumira dito sa Metro Manila because of the ECQ and sobrang init. And mas okay dito yung living expenses and yung weather environment. So we have to come here. But my other dreams, hindi ko pa siya, nakapark lang siya, pero hindi ko pa siya iniiwan. Hindi ko sinabing, ayoko na niyan. Baka hindi yan para sa akin. Or something like that. So you have to determine that compared to bahala na. Diba? Because what if the world opens? Are you ready? What are you going to do? Because when the world opens, you can travel, you can do a lot of things, you can now migrate, you can now study in those places that you want, where you want to study. You can transfer to that job that you've been wanting. So you have to put that. What are your priorities now? Yeah, maybe you need to have a recalibration of what you can do. Like, for us, dalawa yung nire-rent namin ngayon from Manila in here. So, ang plan namin is to give up the other one kasi hindi naman namin natitirahan. So, things like that. How about you? What are the things that is bothering you now? Like, you lose footing on it. Para kang nakalutang and like, OMG, what am I going to do? Kasi pasway-sway ka na lang. There's no balance in your life. So, according to our elephant here, balance is the key to life. And setting your priority is a way to do that. So, according to Frank, make your priorities a priority. Know what matters most to you and be unwilling to compromise those priorities at almost any price. Di ba napakaganda? Hindi mo i-compromise yung mga priorities because a lot of times we compromise our priorities. So, hello to our viewers. Hello, Coach Glacy, watching from Bataan. Hello, Coach Saibel, kapitbahay ko. Hello, Maureen. And Maureen is also attending our event tonight. Hello, so thank you. See you later. There. Hello, everyone who is watching. So there. And our number 5, which is my last tip for today. If you have other tips, you can actually share it in the chat box. I'll be happy to read them. And of course, our other fellow learners will be happy to learn from you as well. Okay, so share that. And actually, that's what I learned as a public speaker. I have a message in me. The message is me. The message is my life. The message is the story of my life, and that's what I'm going to share. So if something is working for you, share it. Okay. So because maybe someone out there has a hazy, alam mo yun, foggy, hazy yung paningin niya, and hindi siya maka-move forward because of that. Maybe you can help them remove that haze, remove that that fog, para makakita sila clearly. Okay. You become the high, naka-high yung light. You become the highlight for these people. Okay, so number 5 would be connect with a human. So, yun nga, mag-connect ka sa human, nag-comment ka dyan. A lot of times, parang feeling natin yung nararamdaman natin trivial. But you know what? You have to share that. Because bago nga lang itong interference sa atin. Like, din itong COVID-19. We should be more understanding, more compassionate with ourselves and with others. So it's okay to, share what you're feeling. Like, your emotion, share that. Share it to someone. Talk to a human. Of course, we'd always say that find a safe space. Of course, yung human na kakausapin mo, dapat safe siya. Dapat yung pag-land nung sasabihin mo, safely magla-land yung, ano mo yun, yung emotion mo, yung gusto mong sabihin, yung gusto mong ilabas. So there. And the best would be talk to a life coach. Talk to me. I'm a life coach. And si Coach Glacy, Coach Saibel, Coach Norris, Coach Lynn, Coach Rizal, this Coach Teen, mga life coaches din yan. So talk to them. Reach out to someone. Okay. So why do I like you to reach out to someone? Because you are important. Your feelings are important. You as a human is important. You're so, so important. You're a VIP. You are a champion. And you are a big hero. So you deserve another human being. You deserve a life coach to talk with. Okay? So don't discount what you're feeling right now because of kahit sa future, pag nagkaroon ka ng life interference, don't discount your feelings, don't discount what you feel. You have to tell that to someone. Okay. So that's how you protect and that's um how you love yourself. Those are things that you do. Okay. So that's it for me. So and that is why I'm inviting you to this coaching program which is called the Courageous Living Coaching Program. I have other programs that I'm going to run for August, but for this one, for this program, for this coaching Think Talk, I'm inviting you to check this out. So, how do you check this out? Of course, you need to connect with me. It's called Courageous Living Coaching Program. It will be a 6 module for 6 weeks. You'll have 6 modules, and you're going to do it on your own. And then after you finish the toolkits for each module, we'll have a 30-minute coaching session to process your thoughts. Kasi baka may gusto kang ilabas, may gusto kang may hindi ka maintindihan sa sarili mo. Yun nga, you need to connect to a human. So that is why we're doing that. And then, pag natapos mo na yung buong program, we'll have a 90-minute coaching session to wrap up. And hopefully, you'll have other classmates that we can do this as a class. Okay. So if you want this one, connect with me and let's have a conversation. So, again, hello, Coach Nords. Nakarating na si Coach Nords. Coach Lean, hello. So, again, message me. Let's have a conversation at my Facebook account. Yan ang aking Facebook account, Cherry Minas. May Facebook page. Oh, hindi siya na-record. Pinatang ko pero hindi na-record. Anyway, ang Facebook page ko now is Life Coach Cherry. And then my Facebook group, again, is the Delta FX Community. Join. Sagutan mo lang yung mga tanong so that I can accept your request to join. And that is my number, 0949-732-5568. So, yeah. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you, and I hope you've learned something more today. So don't leave yet, because I have something to tell you. If you are not yet a smart holder of Be Learning e-card, let me invite you personally to become a mental model collector like us and be part of Be Learning Society, the tent maker of Be Learning homes for mental fitness. As a Be Learning e-card holder, you'll enjoy 5% food and beverage discount from Decaf Coffee Republic, full access pass to the live monthly mental model masterclass by Master Coach A, plus a 90-minute free coaching session with senior coaches from Life Coach Philippines. And yan makikita nyo dyan sa green na card. If you're not new to the concept of mental model, a mental model is an explanation of how something works. It is a concept, a framework, or worldview that you carry around in your mind to help you interpret the world and understand the relationship between things. Mental models are deeply held beliefs about how the world works. And why mental models are so important? Because by building up a base of the most valuable and universal mental models, you are building up your trunks of knowledge that you can use for the rest of your life. Mental models are a critical category of knowledge that gets more relevant over time and can be applied across a wide array of different domains. The next Mental Model Masterclass is on August 21st, 21 at 7 p.m. Philippine time. And Master Coach A will cover the Polymath Mental Model. Learn how you can combine skills and become a superstar in your field. Discover why the polymaths will win this 21st century. So register now. Connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661. And as I end this conversation, let me invite you to be part of what we are doing as an organization of professional certified life coaches. So, for individuals who intend to embark on a journey of becoming a certified life coach, Master Coach A now offers Co-Actively Co-Create Life Coach Certification Program. This is a comprehensive approach to learning and mastering life coaching as an active process of creating a new path to achieving results in life so that success is inevitable in every coaching relationship. It includes a 21-day web-based learning, 3-day live coaching bootcamp with Master Coach A, and a 3-day live business bootcamp with senior coaching team. The program package also comes with many other bonuses, so connect now with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 to discover the opportunities waiting for you in this profession. Do join us now for another or do join us later for another coaching conversation with Coach Rizal for Coaching for Purposeful Living at 4 p.m. Once again, this is Coach Cherry Minas from Life Coach Philippines for Coaching Think Talk. Coaches like us think and talk like this. This is us in the Philippines. Love, bam, boom. Love, bam, boom. Love, bam, boom. Bye bye.